Life will break you. It will beat you down, drag you through the dirt, and leave you gasping for air while the world moves on without a second glance. You'll feel invisible. You'll feel like you don't matter, like you weren't built for greatness. But that's a lie. Because in the darkest moments, when your mind tells you to quit, when your body screams for comfort, that's when you have a choice. You can give up or you can push through the pain. And no one embodies that relentless, unbreakable spirit more than David Goggins. Welcome to Beyond Average Success. Today, we're diving into 3 self improvement lessons from the man who turned anguish into power, suffering into strength, and every obstacle into an opportunity. The first tip is the most important conversations you'll ever have are the ones you have with yourself. Let that sink in because when the world falls silent, when no one is there to cheer you on, when the weight of failure, doubt, and fear crashes down on you, who's left? You. Just you. There may be people in your life that are there to help, but at the end of the day, it's you making the decisions and it's you that needs to put in the work. No one can do it for you. We all have this voice in our head. That voice is either your greatest enemy or your most powerful ally. David Goggins learned this the hard way. Through pain, through failure, and through staring into the mirror and facing every brutal, uncomfortable truth about himself. He didn't run from it, he didn't sugarcoat it, he looked himself in the eyes and decided to change. And that's what you have to do. You have to have inner dialogue with yourself. Be honest about your weaknesses. Be honest about where you're falling short. What mistakes have you made and how can you fix them for next time? What successes have you accomplished and what positive actions did you take that led to it so you can replicate them in future endeavors? It's vital to acknowledge that no one is coming to save you. No one is coming. It's just you and the battle within. But if you can take control of that conversation, that inner dialogue, if you can turn self doubt into self discipline, fear into fuel, pain into power, then absolutely nothing can stop you. So, what are you telling yourself? Because that voice in your head is the only one that truly matters. The second tip is don't just get motivated, get obsessed. Motivation fades, but obsession pulls you through difficult odds. Motivation is fickle. It burns bright in the moment, but the second life throws a punch, it flickers out, leaving you in the dark, searching for another spark. But obsession is the fire that never dies. It's what keeps pushing you forward when you're exhausted, when you're broken, when every part of you wants to quit. It's what makes you wake up before the sun does, not because you have to, but because you need to. It's when sleep eludes you because your passion won't let you rest until you achieve success. It's what silences every excuse, every doubt, every whisper that tells you it's too hard, that you'll never make it. Obsession means you don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. It means when the odds are against you, you don't bow down, you rise up. And when people tell you to slow down, to take it easy, to settle, you look them in the eyes and keep going because they don't see the vision you're locked into. So don't just crave change, live for it, breathe it, bleed for it. Because when you're obsessed, nothing can break you. Obsession is born when you find what truly ignites your soul, what makes you come alive. Passion is the foundation, the fuel that turns effort into relentless drive. If you try to force motivation for something you don't care about, you'll keep feeling stuck, uninspired, and drained. That's why so many people start and quit over and over again. They're chasing goals that don't truly belong to them. But when you find something that sets your heart on fire, something you would do even if no one paid you, even if no one watched, that's when obsession takes over. You won't have to force yourself to show up. You'll crave it. The late nights, the early mornings, the setbacks, they won't feel like sacrifices. They'll feel like stepping stones. But if you keep trying to get motivated about things that don't excite you, you'll always struggle, always rely on willpower that eventually runs out. Find what drives you, and the obsession will follow. And once it does, you'll be unstoppable. The third tip is embrace being the other, because being uncommon means being different, which can only mean good. Being the other feels like exile, like you're standing at the edge of a world that never truly made space for you. You walk differently, think differently, dream differently. And for that, you've been misunderstood, cast aside, maybe even ridiculed. The weight of being uncommon is heavy. It isolates you, makes you question yourself, makes you wonder if you should just blend in, shrink yourself, become more like them. But hear me when I say this. Being different is not a curse. It's your greatest gift. The world has never been moved by those who fit the mold. It has never been changed by those who sought comfort in sameness. Every genius, every innovator, every leader was once the other until they made it. Then everyone wanted to be them. They stood alone before they stood above. They were rejected before they were respected, and they hurt before they realized that the very thing that made them so different was the thing that made them so powerful. So if you feel like an outcast, if you feel like no one understands the way that you see the world, embrace it. Being uncommon means you were never meant to follow. You were meant to lead. They may say you don't fit in with them. Well, I say they don't fit in with you. Being different means you were never meant to be ordinary. You were meant to be extraordinary. The path is lonely, yes. It's painful, yes. But in the end, when you become everything they said you couldn't be, when you rise in a way that they never imagined, you will realize that being the other was never your burden. It was always your gift. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You're not alone on this journey. Here at Beyond Average Success, you'll find community, support, and inspiration as you pursue your goals. Remember, success is not a destination. It's a way of life. So keep learning, keep growing, keep believing in yourself, and you will certainly achieve beyond average success.